class, welcome to today's lesson. So it's about why things sink or why they float, and this has to do with a little thing called density and also buoyancy.
Buoyancy is the force on a body that allows it to sink or float when it's put into a fluid. Here it shows that something that has less buoyancy floats and something that has more buoyancy sinks. Density is how much matter occupies a given amount of space. Shown here are weights. The weights that weigh more are less likely to float.
How about this loaf of bread?
When an object displaces an amount of water that weighs as much as it does, it floats. Oh.
Empty carton, full carton. Check.
Did you get that, Tammy?
Check.
When throwing a toaster in the pool, be sure to have an adult around. Adults, be sure the toaster is unplugged. Same safety tip as the toaster. You don't want to jump to conclusions. See that now? She sank. Yeah. It's down there now. Cammy, did you make a note of that?
Check.
To review what was just shown, the objects that floated had less density than the pool, and the objects like the toaster oven and the microwave sank because they had more density than the pool. Now, let's take a look at why things so big as ships float.
But if an object is heavier than the amount of water that it's displaced, or is something very dense, the object will sink, like the bowling ball. And if the object is lighter than the amount of water it is displaced, or something not very dense, the object will float, like the basketball. So, back to our cruise ship problem. Even though a cruise ship is very heavy, it's also very, very large. Most of the ship is also hollow, so it's not as dense as you might think. Because of this, just like the basketball, the ship is actually lighter than the water it's displaced, causing it to float.
Alrighty class, now that we've learned what buoyancy and density have to do with objects sinking or floating, we're going to do a little project of our own.